Welcome everyone to the Gourmet Food Atlas, and we are back here today for you cooking a very, very special dish. And what we are doing for you today is the festive dish that is prepared in Himachal Pradesh, the northern part of India, for weddings, for festivals. It is a very, very special dish that is a great combination of mutton on the bone and lamb mince. Okay, so mutton mince and mutton on the bone. So what we have done here is we have pre-marinated the meats and the keema, or the mince as we say. They are both marinated with very special marination that we have created with mustard oil, yogurt, and we've also got some spices through there, the usual ones, the chili, we've got turmeric, we've got kasuri methi, we've got our very own special ginger garlic paste, and then there are a few garam masala powders that we have made specially, and a bit of mustard oil. Now mustard oil is used quite heavily in the northern part of India, mainly because of the higher altitude. So mustard oil really is good over there for cooking, also for massages or whatever. It just keeps the heat working within your body. I'm Arati.
I'm Nitin.
And we are Culinarians at your service.
As we are cooking today, it's the lamb rara. So today we are using the special cut for the meat, which is a mutton leg, which is cut on the bone, and it's called the mutton steak.
Normally we would use diced mutton with the bone, or curry pieces with the bone, but today especially Nitin is cooking with the lamb steak. Now we are going to proceed by searing off the mutton steaks on a hot pan. Now the pan is already heating up for us before, so that once we put the mustard oil and a combination of proper vegetable oil, I think today we are using groundnut oil. There we go, Nitin.
Okay.
So mustard oil has to be smoking hot. So we'll give it that extra time for about 30 seconds till it smokes, and then we are going to add the groundnut oil to it. There we go. So what we have marinated with the meats with, I've already said in advance. So this is yogurt, there is spices, ginger garlic, and a little bit of mustard oil is used in the marination as well to give it that extra oomph. And also it will help to tenderize it.
And the mutton steaks which are there, they have been gashed. So when they are cooking, they don't shrink as much.
That's right.
So we'll get a nice piece of meat when we're having a look at it.
See, you can already see the oil smoking now, and that's why now Nitin has added the groundnut oil to it. We'll give it a second or so, and then Nitin is going to be ready to put the steak in.
Just have a look at the steak.
Yes,
it's so beautiful.
There we go, and that's the big piece of bone in there, the leg bone.
Now remember, when we went to Australia, we used to miss all this mutton cut.
I know.
Because we get only lamb over there.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Mutton has a very different flavor. In Australia, what we get is goat meat, what they say. But I think goat meat comes very close to the mutton that we get here. We just love the flavor of mutton. We used to crave for it back home in Australia. But here we are, cooking mutton, real mutton.
And the taste is really superlative. Okay, as you can see now, the mutton steak has been on the pan and it's nice and golden brown. So at this time, we are just turning it over and letting the other side of the mutton cook now. And in the meantime, we are going to start cooking the mutton mince in the cooker. Aarti, can you get the cooker for me, please?
Yes, I will. I am a culinarian at your service, Nitin. There we go.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
as you can see, the pressure cooker is quite hot. So the oil is getting hot very quickly. And we will be adding some oil. We are adding some mustard oil as well. And then we are going to add some whole spices, some ginger and garlic paste. Some ginger and garlic.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Now we're putting the onion in there. As we said before, it's a festive dish, and places in the north, they use a lot of mustard oil and they use a lot of ghee over there. So we are introducing some ghee in there. A little bit of salt.
Yeah.
So now we'll let the onion brown a bit.
Oh,
And
wow,
once the
the
onion
smell.
is brown, we are going to introduce the marinated mutton mince to this. So now the onion is browned.
So now this is the spice mix that I'm adding to the browned onions, as you can see. Now these are spices from here: kasuri methi, haldi, mirchi, chili powder, garam masala. So this is what we are adding here. There we go.
We just cook that off a bit.
It's already smelling.
Wow.
And the next step that we will follow is adding tomatoes to the onion and spice mix, and that's what we are going to be doing here. Okay?
We're making sure that the spices are not getting burned. So we're introducing the tomatoes in here.
And this is the time now that I will be adding the marinated lamb or the marinated mutton mince.
As you can see, the mutton mince is going in. And now we'll give it a good stir.
The thing with mince or keema is that if you don't fry it off well, it will become lumpy. So you'll end up getting lumps of keema everywhere. And the reason we make keema is because we want fine pieces of meat.
Now the mutton mince is cooked and it's separated and it's nicely browned. Aarti, can you put a little bit of water in for me, please?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
It does look amazing.
And now at this stage, we are going to put the mutton steaks in there. So now it's ready. Put the lid on for the cooker and let it cook for another about 20-25 minutes.
There we go. And do you remember the early days that we spent in Brisbane?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
First 5 years were like a roller coaster ride for us, right?
Yes, it was.
Never expected so many things to happen during that time. So we actually bought our first home within the first 2 years. So, you know, we were ticking off all the milestones that are expected of a new migrant into the country.
I bought my first car in 1.5 months.
The thing is, you know, without a car, we wouldn't have been able to travel around or commute anywhere because it's a car-based society. So all this used to happen downtown, whereas we were living very close to downtown at that time, remember?
About 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
And I had about 7 years experience under my belt working at the Sheraton over there. And after getting a lot of insight in what happens in Australia, we decided to take to start our first restaurant, which was in a very, very good suburb called the Paddington.
When we actually, Nitin, do you remember the hard yakka or the hard work? Hard yakka is an Australian word for hard work. We put in when we opened the restaurant. First night, the previous night, we worked
About 18 hours.
18 hours.
We were amazed at how it turned out. It's a damn good restaurant. And it actually claimed a lot of awards after that.
We won our first restaurant industry award within the first year. Absolutely amazing. It has stayed with me till today.
And then we are called the designer people because we used to have a different concept than the others and we went popular with that.
So today we are Very, very lucky to have a good friend come over to the Gourmet Food Atlas. We've cooked a very special dish for Shruti, who is here. Shruti Arora, very, very good friend. And now she's going to be able to taste what we've cooked, Nitin.
Yeah, it's the mutton rara we
Oh my
cooked for
God.
you. And
It smells
that's it.
delicious. I can't wait to
Thank
try
you.
it. The spices are really coming through in this one. And from the tenderness, it feels like this has been marinated overnight. Is that true?
Yes, absolutely.
So, Shruti, I'm sure you've loved what you have tasted here today, the mutton rara. And I'm sure you're also going to recommend it to all your friends.
I definitely am because I loved what I tried today. So, guys, follow the Gourmet Food Atlas for more such recipes. And if you try it at home, comment down below and let us know how it turned out. Like, share, and subscribe for more.